Hello, welcome to class again. It's your maths and coding teacher, Mr. Michael. Hope you're doing good today. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a story in Scratch. But this story is going to involve switching backdrops. Okay, so we're going to have two backdrops and we're going to call that two different scenes. So we're going to have two backdrops in this story, and I can assure you that it's going to be something interesting. Okay, so let's dive into it immediately. So I'm going to open Scratch. So I have my Scratch installed. Now you can use Scratch online or you can use Scratch offline as well. So I have Scratch installed right now, and you can see I've already changed the backdrop for here. I've deleted the cat and I've changed the backdrop already. So next, what we're going to do, I'm going to have two characters on stage. So I'm going to use Abby, and I'm going to look for a next character. Let's say, okay, let me use Danny. All right, now here's what's going to happen here. Now Abby and Danny, they're going to be walking along this road, while when they meet each other on the road, they are going to just greet each other like, hello, hi, how are you? I'm fine. Where are you going to? I'm going home. Can I go with you? Yes, of course. Then both of them, they'll both walk down and then go to Abby's room. All right, so I'm going to show you that right now. I think Danny is looking so big and I have to reduce him. Okay, this is good enough. Then Abby is looking way bigger than Danny, so I'm going to reduce the Abby size as well. All right, I think this is good enough. So let me make it 70. Yes. All right, now in this project we're going to be learning some blocks. Okay, first, now notice that Abby is facing this way while he should supposed to be facing this other way. So I'm going to come right here to direction. Now I'm going to change it from all around to left right, and that's very important because if it remains at all around and I try to switch the direction, you see she's just going to be spinning. Let me bring her out. So you see, if I try to switch the direction, she's just going to spin. You see that? But when I put it on left right, she can only turn left or turn right. She can only face front or back. Do you see that? So I'm going to change it here to -90. Okay, now we have Abby right here, and we have Danny right here. Now, so the next, where do you want Danny to start from? So for me, I want Danny to walk in through, because we said he has to be walking on the road. So we'll take Danny down to this position. Okay, so Danny is going to start from this point while Abby is going to start right from this point. Now you have to do this gently. If you don't do it gently, you might not get it right. Okay, so let's start from Danny. I'm going to start from Danny. So I'm going to say when green flag clicked. Okay, right, when green flag clicked. Now the first thing we want Danny to do is to go to this position, or click on the green flag, is to move down to this position, and then he should hide. So to do that, we're going to come to motion and bring out the go to block. So go to this position. Now notice that we first of all placed Danny at the position where we want him to go to before bringing out the go to block. So always take note of that. You place the character first where you want it to go to before bringing out the go to block. Next, we want Danny to hide, and then he should wait for like 1 second, and then he should also show up again. All right, but this time around, when he shows up, we want him to glide down to this position. So he should glide down to this point. So I'm going to bring out the glide block, and notice again I have to take Danny down to where I want him to walk down to before bringing out the glide block. Cool. Can we try this out? So I click on the blocks and you see that. So I think that's very fast, so I'm going to use maybe 2 seconds, and let's see that. I think that's very slow, so I'll use 1.5 seconds, and right, perfect. Okay, next we're going to do the same thing with Abby. Remember what we did here? We said when green flag clicked, go to this position, hide, after 1 second, show up, and then glide. Now we're going to repeat the same for Abby. So when green flag clicked, but we're going to tell Abby to wait a little so that they don't move at the same time. So I'm going to tell Abby to wait for 1 second, then also go to this position, the position where she is right now, and then hide. Okay, then after, okay, so what, let's just take it this way. So when we flag click, go to this position, hide. Then now instead of waiting for 1 second, she has to wait for like let's say wait for 2 seconds, then show, okay, and then glide down to this position. Okay, so I'm going to bring out the glide block. Alright, so I'm going to click on the green flag now, and okay, Abby was very fast, so make it 1.5 as well. So let's see that now. Okay, you see that? Good. Now let's start the conversation. Now I'll ask both of them to wait a little before they start talking. So I'll tell Danny to wait for 0.5 seconds, and then he should say hello to Abby, and he should also say, how are you doing? So how are you doing? All right, now after this, now Abby has to respond, okay, but notice that Danny waited for 0.5 seconds, said hello for 2 seconds, said how are you doing for 2 seconds. So we have to, Abby has to wait while Danny is doing all this. So we're going to combine the number of seconds that Danny used to talk, and Abby has to use wait in that number of seconds. Now this is what I mean. So we say 0.5 plus 2 plus 2. So 2 plus 2 is already 4. When you add 4 to 0.5, that will give you 4.5 seconds. So we tell Abby now to wait for 4.5 seconds. So say wait 4.5 seconds, and then she should respond, hello, I'm fine, thank you. So I am fine, thank you. Okay, so let's see how that works out now. Okay, he says hello, how are you doing? She responds, hello, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, and I want to reduce the time, so say hello for 1 second, and then say I'm fine, thank you for 1.5 seconds. So I'll do the same for Danny. So you can manipulate this time to any time at all. So I'll change this to 1 second, I'll change this to 1.5 seconds, so to make it faster. Now the time has changed, that means the value here, the wait time also, we have to change. So let's add this up. So we have 1 plus 1, that's 2. Okay, so when we add 0.5 plus 1.5, that will give us 1.10. Then we are going to add 2.10 seconds. So let's try that out. So 2.10. Okay, so let's see how that works out now. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, I'm fine, thank you. Right, perfect. So next, he has to wait as well. So Danny has to wait as well. So Abby said hello, I'm fine, thank you, for 2.5 seconds. So Danny has to wait for around 2.5 seconds. So he waits for 2.5 seconds, and he says where are you going to? And then he's saying that for 1.5 seconds, and Abby responds, after waiting for 1.5 seconds. So Abby has to wait for 1.5 seconds, and then she responds with I am going to my room. Okay, she says that for 1.5 seconds as well. Okay, then let's just continue the conversation. So Danny has to wait for 1.5 seconds. Notice that the number of time they are waiting is the number of time the other character is also talking. So take note of that. So Danny has to wait for 1.5 seconds and then say, can we go together? Okay, can I go with you? So, and he says that for 1.5 seconds as well. Abby responds by saying, okay, she has to wait 1.5 seconds. See, this is way long. Okay, she has to wait for 1.5 seconds and responds, yes, of course. Yes, you can. Alright. Okay, so let's see how it goes. We have a lot of code right here. Okay, fine, thank you. Where are you going to? I'm going to my room. Can I go with you? Yes, you can. Perfect. Okay, now next they have to walk. Now remember, Danny is the one that wants to go with Abby, so he has to face the direction Abby is facing. Okay, take note of that. Now to do that, we're going to add something to this code. We're going to add a block called point in direction. Okay, we use this block to tell this character where we want the character to face. So now this is what we're going to do. For Danny, when the program starts, Danny should be facing this way. All right. So, and where he's facing right now is already 90 degrees. So I'm going to bring point in direction 90 degrees and I'll put it here. Okay. Then at the end of the day, he's supposed to face the other way where Abby is facing, and that direction is minus 90. Now just look at the arrow right here. When I add a minus to this, it means he's going to be facing the other way around. Okay, so now look at him facing this other way. Okay, very important. Now we're going to do the same for Abby, although she's not going to turn, but we just have to do the same for Abby. So right now Abby's direction is minus 90, so we're going to set it here as well, minus 90. It's very important. Okay, so I'm going to pause this here. Now let's quickly continue. Now they have to walk out of the stage. Okay, now let me change Abby's time to 1.5. They have to walk out of the stage, so Abby walks out from here. Okay, she walks out from here, so she has to walk out of the stage. So let's do that gently. She gets to this position, so bring out the glide block now. So glide and then hide. Okay, so we'll repeat the same for Danny. So he has to glide down to the same position. Don't worry about where he's facing, we've already fixed that in the code. So he has to glide down to this position as well, and then hide. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Okay, now notice what happened. Danny turned upside down. Look at him, he turned upside down, and that's because we didn't set our direction to left, right. Okay, so now let's see this way now. Right, you see. Okay, now they both walk out of the stage. Okay, so watch out for the next video. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to switch backdrop. And please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel, because on this channel you're going to be learning a lot of coding stuff and a lot of mathematics. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you in the next video.